There are many ways to understand Indian politics. Left versus right. Congress versus BJP. Modi versus Rahul. But sometimes you can understand an entire political philosophy through something much simpler. How does it look at women? Let us begin with our Prime Minister.
एक कल्चरल शॉक है कि हमारी बेटियां इस प्रकार की भाषा कैसे बोल सकती हैं?
Boys were also using abusive language, right? So, why does the cultural shock begin when the mouth belongs to a girl? Think about that. A boy abuses someone, boys will be boys. Men will be men. Seagram's Imperial Blue super hit musics. प्यार की राह में की राह में चलना इश्क की चाह में जलना
Men will be men. Seagram's Imperial Blue Super Hits Music CDs.
A girl abuses someone, cultural shock, collapse. And that is the question Rahul Gandhi picked up.
अगर लड़की गाली दे तो कल्चरल शॉक है, शोभा नहीं देता। अंतर मंतर में गालियां लड़कों ने भी दी और लड़कियों ने भी दी, बट प्रधानमंत्री कह रहे हैं कि गाली देना कल्चरल शॉक लगा हमें क्योंकि लड़कियों ने गाली दी।
किसी भी सभ्य समाज को शोभा न दे ऐसे शब्दों का प्रयोग किया।
लड़के गाली दे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उनके लिए अलाउड है।
ये 50 करोड़ की गर्लफ्रेंड
लड़कों को फुल फ्रीडम मिलनी चाहिए। गाली देनी है गाली दे, काम करना है काम करें। ऐसा हिंदुस्तान हम नहीं चाहते। हम न्याय चाहते हैं, सबकी रिस्पेक्ट होनी चाहिए। और ये जो आपके दिल में है, जो डर है, इसको जल्दी से जल्दी मिटा देना चाहिए हमेशा। स्मैश द पेट्रियार्की।
If a boy uses abusive language on camera, it's swag. It's raw energy. But the exact millisecond, a young woman stands on the pavement of Jantar Mantar, furious over institutional failures and broken futures, and lets out raw, unfiltered anger. Suddenly, 5,000 years of civilizational heritage are hanging by a thread.
परंपरा, प्रतिष्ठा, अनुशासन.
How can our daughters speak like this?
न जाने कितना भद्दा स्वरूप था।
When you cannot defeat the citizens' argument, you police the woman's tone. You turn administrative failure into a moral lecture on sanskar. That is what they call Manusmriti mindset.
And I'd like to quote over here the Manusmriti. In childhood, a female must be subject to her father. In youth, she belongs to her husband. When her lord is dead, she belongs to her sons. A woman must never be independent. This is a direct quote from the Manusmriti. These words are a shame because these words should never ever have been spoken. The biggest strength of this country is the fact that our women should be independent, should stand for themselves, should believe in themselves. You belong to nobody. You do not belong to anybody except yourself.
Now, the fundamental difference between Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi is not really about one abusive word. It is about what a woman is allowed to be. In one vision, a woman is a mother, a daughter, a sister, a bahu. She is the sacred custodian of family sanskar. She can climb mountains. She can fly fighter jets. She can win medals. She can become a scientist. She can become an entrepreneur. She can literally go to space, provided she comes back down to earth before questioning authority. Because achievement, wonderful. Independence, careful. Strength, excellent. Anger, cultural shock. The moment she steps outside that perfectly ironed sanskari boundary, misguided child.
ये गुमराह बच्चे हैं, उनको राह दिखाना हमारा काम है।
And this is precisely where Rahul Gandhi is offering a very different picture.
You are unique, you are special, you are individual, and you have your own dream, your own vision for your life. Am I right or am I wrong? Women are put in 3 boxes: as a daughter, as a wife, or as a mother. Nothing wrong with it. But this cannot be your only identity. It cannot be. We have brilliant respect women, and the only identity that they are given by our men is these three. And notice that every single one of those identities has a relationship with a man. You have a relationship with your father, you have a relationship with your brother, you have a relationship with your husband, you have a relationship with your son, but you do not belong to them. You belong to yourself. You belong to nobody. You do not belong to anybody except yourself. Smash the patriarchy. My message to you, simple message. Be loud, be proud, and fight for your space in society.
One vision wants to keep women protected inside a velvet cage, calling the cage tradition and treating every row of defiance as a cultural shock. The other vision says, smash the cage.
Smash the patriarchy.
And this is where the story gets much bigger than Rahul Gandhi. Jyoti Rai Phule, Savitribai Phule, Tarabai Shinde, Periyar, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. They weren't standing on a stage saying, girls, believe in yourself. No. They were taking a hammer and asking society who built this cage. For decades, these revolutionaries were locked away inside academic seminars, inside university syllabi, inside research papers, inside dusty library shelves. Once a year, we garland Ambedkar. Once a year, we quote Periyar. Once a year, we remember Savitribai. Once a year, we tweet, what a visionary. And then, Monday morning, back to normal business. Because dead reformers are wonderfully convenient. You can praise them without actually listening to them. Ambedkar was a great man, wonderful. Now don't question the social hierarchy. Periyar was a revolutionary, excellent. Now please don't challenge patriarchy. Savitribai was India's first woman teacher, beautiful. Now tell the daughter to adjust. Because history is very comfortable when it stays in history. The orthodox gatekeepers can smile, not thoughtfully say, ah, yes, fascinating historical reform, and everybody goes home peaceful. But the moment those ideas leave the textbook and enter a national political speech, problem. Because now the dead reformer has become a living question. And Rahul Gandhi essentially took that question and placed it dead center on a national microphone directly in front of millions of young women. Sir, हमारी आवाज के आगे माइक नहीं चल पाएगा. We love you too much. Make some noise. "12 years of being told that asking for accountability is insolence."
नरेंद्र मोदी से क्या सवाल पूछेंगे? नरेंद्र मोदी तो सवाल से ऊपर हो गए हैं.
Demanding your rights is anti-national.
ये जो आर्गुमेंट करने वाले लोग हैं ना, ये सबसे देश में एंटी नेशनल.
And a young woman raising her voice in anger is an existential threat to the republic.
एक कल्चरल शॉक है कि हमारी बेटियां इस प्रकार की भाषा कैसे बोल सकती हैं?
We become so accustomed to the manufactured obedience that basic foundational common sense started sounding like an act of radical rebellion. Intellectual Naxalism.
दिमागी नक्सल, ये दिमागी नक्सल, इन दिमागी नक्सलियों को पहचानना होगा, इन दिमागी नक्सलियों को आइसोलेट करना होगा.
And that is why this Rahul Gandhi speech doesn't feel like just another political speech. It feels like someone finally walked into a room that has been closed for 12 years, curtains drawn, windows shut, air getting heavier by the day, and everyone inside has become so accustomed to the darkness that they have forgotten what sunlight looks like. And then someone walks in, looks around, and simply says, "Open the damn windows." And suddenly, hush. And through that window comes something this political climate desperately needs. A little sunlight, a thodi oxygen, or kunjam common sense. The bonfire Dr. Ambedkar lit at Mahad in 1927 didn't turn to ash. It was simply waiting for the wind to pick up again. And maybe that is the breeze we are feeling now. Not blind faith on Rahul Gandhi, absolutely not. He is a politician. He wants votes. He wants power. He wants to defeat Narendra Modi. He wants to build an alternative political narrative. Fine, that's politics. But sometimes a politician says something and the idea becomes bigger than the politician. Smash patriarchy.
Smash the patriarchy.
That's bigger than Congress. You belong to yourself.
You belong to yourself. You belong to nobody. You do not belong to anybody except yourself.
That is bigger than Rahul Gandhi. Question the system.
Be loud, be proud, and fight for your space in society.
It's bigger than any election. After 12 long years of being told, don't ask, don't challenge, don't protest, don't make noise, don't disturb the order, don't be angry, someone has finally turned the ventilation back on. Questions have returned. Citizens have returned. Uncomfortable voices have returned. The idea that power is supposed to answer to the people has returned. The air is moving. The curtains are moving. The room is breathing again. हवा बदल रही है.
मेरा देश बदल रहा है, मेरा देश बदल रहा है. हवा बदल रही है, मेरा देश बदल रहा है.